I saw you posted something the other day that I kind of want to talk about because Kevin Smith, someone I've interviewed on this show before, is a huge,
Oh,
huge inspiration of mine. A big,
yeah, mine too.
super big Kevin Smith fan. So I saw that you just recently got Dime Store Detective into Jane and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. So
Yeah.
if possible, I'd like to hear a little bit about how that all came to be.
Yeah. So I was signed by Source Point Press, the publisher for my Alpha Dog series, and it's in the works to have Dempster Detective signed by them as well. They just do graphic novels.
Gotcha.
So that kind of was probably my in. I had cold called a lot of comic book stores, bookstores to carry my graphic novel for Alpha Dogs, and of course, being a big Kevin Smith fan. I mean, if you do comic books, how can you not be a fan? Even if you don't aren't a fan of his movies, what he's been able to do. I mean, he's like all of us, man. We all would love to have an indie film that gets huge. And,
Yeah.
of course, a big so. If anybody says their dream is to be Kevin Smith that writes comics, they're lying. so, um, so what happened was I just basically cold called the Crew Askew comic book store. They're the Jade and Silent Bob's. No, I'm sorry. I wrote them an email, and they surprisingly, shockingly said, "Yes, send your stuff over. We'll take a look at it." Because I was basically trying to get Alpha Dogs trade into their stores now that it's published. It's in Barnes and
Yeah.
Noble, and then of course I wrote a little PS. I would love to have Mr. Smith read my comics. I'd love to bring him over, and they said bring him over. Um, and I didn't have much expectations, of course, other than Kevin Smith reading my comics and signing me to a movie deal. Other than that, I had no expectations, you know, or at
Yeah.
least giving me a shout out. I mean,
Sure.
it's in life. If you don't try, it's a 1 in 100 shot. If you don't
100%.
try, then you got nobody to blame but yourself. So,
Yeah.
I had. They said to send him to Michael Zabek. I don't know
Yeah.
if you know familiar. Yeah,
Hmm?
he's big time, man. He's big, and so almost 2 months later, I had contacted him because I hadn't heard anything in a month. To contact me in a month, so I waited 6 weeks. I didn't want to be annoying,
Yeah.
and he had actually only read Dime Store Detective, and he said that it was compelling, and he would carry all my books on his shelf. So he said, "There's not only." He said there's just a little bit of space for indie creators such as myself, little guys such as myself. But he said, I mean, he liked my stuff enough that he's made a spot for me.